Hare Krishna. Welcome to the Krsnatarian way of cooking. So today I am going to share with you a recipe of milk pudding. Now this pudding actually tastes similar to that of malai or chik, which would be made from the first milk of the cow when she would give birth. We would have vendors who would sell this on the cart. But I figured out a way where we can prepare a similar tasting recipe like that, and it is very easily made with very less ingredients. So without wasting any time, let's look into the recipe. First, here in a pot I have taken around 2 cups of homo milk. Now this is actually full fat milk which I have taken. So it is best to take 2 cups of homo milk. Keep the heat on medium. Now I'm going to use around 1 cup of sugar. Now I have chosen a sugar which actually diabetic people can also consume because my mother is diabetic. So I wanted to use the 0 calories monk fruit extract sugar, a good substitute for not using regular sugar. I'll try to put the link in the description if it is available on Amazon. So now I am stirring it well. Just keep the heat on medium. And you have to continuously cook it on medium heat. Now while it is cooking on medium heat, I'm going to take around half cup of whipping cream or thick cream, and then in that I'm going to add around 3 to 4 tablespoons of milk powder. I'm going to just add that and nicely whisk it. Now this is going to give an extra thickening effect and that milky to your pudding. So just make sure you whisk it well. It should not be having any lumps, just very smooth. Now I'm going to add it to the milk. Make sure to stir well. There shouldn't be any lumps. If you have a whisker, you can use that as well. Now you let your milk come to a boil. By that time, I'm going to add this agar. Now this is the secret ingredient. This is actually used as a thickening agent or what you call as a gel agent. By vegetarians, this is used as an alternative to gelatin. So what you do here is that you take only a teaspoon of this powder, just a teaspoon, and then you add around 1 tablespoon of water. 1 to 2 tablespoons actually. Make sure that there are no lumps. So it should be like this paste, and that's what exactly you want. You don't want the agar to have any lumps. So once this is nicely whisked well, then you see the boils on the milk. At that time I'll be adding and then stirring it. So you have to simmer down the heat at this time and then cook for another 4 to 5 minutes, and once that is done, then you turn off the stove completely. I'm going to let it cool down for 5 minutes, and then in this glass baking container I'm going to pour the milk mixture. So the container which I've used is actually used for baking. So make sure, because your milk can be very hot, you have to make sure that you do not put it in a non-resistant glass container. So now I'm going to place this around wrap like this and put it in the freezer for around 1.5 hours to 2 hours. Keep on checking in between so that it doesn't get too icy. It's been around 2 hours. Now I'm going to remove the surround wrap. You see, this is a little bit of ice crystals have formed on the top. Just remove it out, not a problem. Now I'm going to make sure to loosen the edges like this. It will be easy and smooth to remove it, so do not worry about this. So here is our milk pudding ready. Let me just cut and show it to you. This is how smooth it is. I have eaten during my childhood those chik, malai chik, and it actually tastes like that exactly. There's no difference I found in it. So with just a little bit of modification, using some other ingredients, you can make something like that. It doesn't have to be the first milk of the cow. So just slice it like this. This just gives such a good feeling of slicing the pudding in this manner. I really love doing it, so I just wanted to do all at once. After placing them on a plate, I will put a tulsi leaf and offer this at the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. Hope you liked watching this recipe. Thank you so much for watching. Hare Krishna.